I'm here to mix and match and put together powerful strategies. So today, a Jeskai Wizards deck that functions like the Lurrus Frog deck. Welcome back, Vintage Gamers, to the newest edition of This Mana Base is Terrible. How can I justify playing it? Well, mana bases are made up and colors don't matter. Here, today, we are trying out something different. A bit of a fusion deck here. We have a Jeskai / 4-color deck built in the style of Lurrus Frog, but with the Thundertrap Trainer Flame of Venor shell. I have an Oops, I Win condition inside of Underworld Breach, but only one Breach, one Freeze. Quite low on the combo end. Going to be resorting more towards the make your opponent not be able to play the game with Strip Mine, Wasteland, and Forces. I have supplemented our Flame of Venor shell with some Tamiyos as well. Should be interesting. Yeah, so like this is definitely a space no one is currently playing in right now. There are not really Jeskai decks. The Jeskai decks used to play Dreadhorde Arcanist, but that card is kind of garbage. Dreadhorde Arcanist wants you to play one-drop cantrips, which suck. Dreadhorde Arcanist wants you to flashback free spells into Void Mirror. Makes you want to attack into creatures. It's just all kinds of garbage. So we're not doing any Dreadhorde Arcanist here. We are sticking with the very powerful Thundertrap Trainer Flame of Venor. And that is what we're going to do. And yeah, I think this is all I really had to say. Like I said, I started with a... I might have started with a Lurrus PO deck and then built it in the style of Frog. Yeah, that's how I got here. One of the cool things here is that even though we are Breach combo, we have Breach combo in our deck, we can actually board out of Breach combo and into things like Null Rod. Which can help us against various matchups. I've got some Serenities for the Uprising of Sphere Shops. I've got an interesting Graveyard package and a Demonic Vampiric Tutor in my sideboard for it. And then I have a bunch of cards to bring in versus the blue control decks, because I'm going to have to take out those Swords to Plowshares. Like more specifically the Lurrus Breach deck. So yeah, I'll see you in round one. Should be fun. Looking to play some paper vintage? The next full proxy ELD vintage opening is happening in Bellingham, Mass on February 1st. I'll see you there. We're here in round one. Have a cap. Lost a die roll. Have a force. And keep. Opponent's probably on mono white. This isn't the best hand against mono white, but Tamiyo unfortunately does not steal the initiative. Just steal jewels. But yeah, no, yeah, Dreadhorde Arcanist is not a very strong magic card, unfortunately. But it is a wizard, I guess, for Flame of Venor. I considered it. I considered playing like 2 Dreadhorde Arcanists and like 2 Ponders or something. Then I was like, no. Oh, I mean, this is vintage control. Like, you can win by just boring your opponent to death. You have one Saga, you have some Thundertrap Trainers and a Lurrus. Like, you don't need to put win conditions in your deck. You can attack for 1 over 20 turns, and your opponent can't resolve any spells. Like, that's a valid way people win the game in vintage. I do think like there's a lot of power in having the like Bowmaster Twister or Breach whatever. Interesting sequencing by my opponent. I would highly recommend not sequencing this unless you're trying to bait this into a counterspell. Do I think my opponent has a Vexing Bauble? If I think my opponent has a Vexing Bauble, I want to hold this misstep. That's probably not worth it. So I am just going to negate this pitching misstep. And hopefully my opponent does not have anything good to follow up here. They have a Chrome Mox. Pitching White Plume and playing Void Mirror. It's fine. Against Countervine? I mean, I do have a Tabernacle on my board. Oh, a Chalice on 0. And then a Void Mirror. And my opponent has 1 card left in their hand and 2 mana. I think we're pretty happy with this sequence from us. If I was on a combo deck, I might be a bit unhappy. Let's not get immediately wastelanded. Actually, maybe I do just want to get immediately wastelanded. I have multiple follow-up lands. But yeah, I don't have to like do breach combo things. I can play creatures. Just gonna get trainer in play so that I can steal the initiative with a removal spell. And I want to get Flame of Anor online like immediately if possible here. Flame of Anor. Black Lotus Spell Pierce. Those cards are awful. Because they can't play any of their Moxen anyways. I am not going to be able to remove both Chalice and Void Mirror in this game. Tamiyo is a wizard. It's a Moonfolk wizard. Hi, Writer's Block. So, yeah, I just expect to try to win with creatures. Flame of Anors and stuff. Oh, there's a cavern, so let's see if human. Oh, node 3-drop. Okay, that's great for me. That means their last card's Seasoned Engineer, which means I think they should have put Seasoned Engineer under the Chrome Mox. I am just going to Wasteland this cavern immediately, and I am going to attack. Can't use this Force. Could technically Spell Pierce a Vexing Bauble, though, or Soul Ring. So I'll just wait. Saga's Gaming is quite good here. Yeah. It's gonna kind of necessitate. They're gonna have to get like a Ancient Tomb Witch Enchanter or Wasteland. Yeah, we might also like take out Tamiyos when we bring in Null Rods and stuff like that. So. I only expect to bring in Null Rod against like Raker and Jewel. So let's go get a trainer. I hope this trainer can find me a Flame of Anor or a Swords to Plowshares to shore up this game. Either. I guess I'll get Flame. I kind of want to get Swords because I can build. No, I probably want to get Swords so I could make constructs, but I could also Flame killing this Chrome Mox and it's pretty good. So I think if you take either of them, you're winning. So yeah, mono white, they have a explosive hand, but if you counter the Mana Crypt, everything's good. I have an additional Swords to Plowshares to bring in. I have a Dress Down I can bring in. And then I don't really have a lot of other good cards. On the draw, Spell Pierce is pretty bad. Mental Misstep is pretty bad. Soul Guide Lantern's pretty bad. Negation is fine. Probe is pretty bad. I would, except for it's fine. Like it's gonna, you can flashback swords. I might not even have enough cards here really to bring out and in. So I guess we can put a Vamp in our deck. I don't really want a Vamp in my deck, to be honest with you. I don't want to fetch Underground Sea like ever. I guess an Over Encumbered could come in. I guess there's not really a good needle target either. All right, I guess Vamp's coming in because I want to get land. I'll keep like Probe and Misstep are still free blue cards. It's probably fine. Yeah, I mean my sideboard, like a lot of it is dedicated to some other matchups. I really just like don't have a lot of respect for mono white. I feel like if you play Swords to Plowshares, you're normally winning. So it's a little tough. I also like cut my consigns for null rods, which you could like bring in consigns theoretically here. You could bring in like trap and stuff here, but I just like don't have any of those cards. So Emerald, Chrome Mox, all right. Kind of creature you got for me, and a Wasteland, and an Archon would be pretty good. Okay, that's not one I'm super worried about here. Strip mine. I was kind of hoping for a Mox. our mana situation is actually kind of bad because we have this Underground Sea to splash our Demonic Tutor. Because then I could have had 2 white sources. I'm actually a little concerned about this spot. If I had hit a Mox, I could like do a lot of really cool things, but I don't have a Mox, so. They're going in. Actually kind of in a bad spot by playing a fetch land, because if they don't play a Seasoned Dungeoneer and leave open Wasteland, yeah, that's what I was worried about. I guess it's not that big a deal. I just fetch for a Tundra, float a white, and kill it. Come on, Wasteland me. It's all scripted, so I didn't even bother like playing at optimal times or anything like that. All right, I really would like to see a Mox so I can time walk. Start building out some stuff here. DT. Okay. So I think I'm gonna overdraw and I'm gonna cast this Ancestral now. No Mox. Okay. Well, we'll have to see what next turn brings here. Because I'm gonna be at a very low life total. Just one Wasteland is so much tempo. Another Archon. Okay, well, that will kill me. All right, 2 Archons is too many. I still think my opponent sequenced this in a way that is a little bit scary for them. I think they should have started with Archon. I guess they get Wastelanded. They never had this. They've never had another land to get Wastelanded. Trying to think. I still think my opponent might have been supposed to start with Archon, but this tempo worked out here. We'll die. Back on the play, these spell pierces are fine. So I can do the bad cards I brought in. I brought in like a Vamp and an Over Encumbered, and I can take out Mental Misstep. It's fine. Pretty surprised to lose that game actually, but I guess yeah, you have to fetch a white source to get swords, and then you get Wastelanded. It's kind of like a power of like an Unable to Scream or something like that. Fetch a basic there, Ancestral, and then untap and Unable to Scream. Meticulous Archive. Under Trap Trainer, Brain Freeze. Yeah, I think that's a keep. I have to play Spell Pierce on turn 1, but Sapphire. It's like the worst possible Mox I could counter here. Kind of just not counter it. Could come back and bite me, I guess, but it's just so bad. Cavern. Void Mirror. Oh. Cavern Mana Crypt. All right. I guess I'm buying a turn with my Spell Pierce. They played around Spell Pierce perfectly here. They played into negation, but they played around Spell Pierce here. It's very odd. Fucking hell. Okay. It's a weird sequence. Okay, it's a good draw. Let's start with that. Well, there's no reason to have another Spell Pierce. I think I'm into just Meticulous Archive. Oh, I guess I should have searched first. stupid. Okay, that was a really bad play. I guess I just don't have to search. I just draw. Still play 2 Thunder Traps. Yep. It's broken in a pretty good way. It's really fun. Unfortunately, I probably won't make any more videos with it because the videos do awful. Oh, we're going to go Void Mirroring? Sure. Don't care about that, really. It stops me from Breach comboing, I guess. Oh, Void Mirror and then Seasoned Engineer. I mean, if I can find a Swords to Plowshares, I feel pretty good. What I might do here... No, it's just fine. Let's see. I kind of need 2 removal spells off of my Thunder Trap trainers. Let's see what we get. It's so bad. I guess Merchant Scroll finds Flame of Manor. So I guess I'll just go Merchant Scroll for a Flame. Am I winning from here? Flame does not kill Seasoned Engineer if they put Forge counters on it. I'm kind of incentivizing them to put Forge counters on it, and then I'm going to go Thunder Trap into Swords. Is my plan. And then I will Flame the next target. This also opens up Breach kills, because I have Brain Freeze Breach. Like, if I draw Lotus, I can just win. I think it's good enough. I guess if I miss on my Thunder Trap Trainer on one of my 4 swords, then it's really bad for me, but... Also, if I just draw swords, then I can kill both of their creatures and attack. Milled March. I'm at 9, I'm at 3. I mean, if they play 2 creatures here, then I just die, yeah. Okay, I think I'm just gonna die. I can't believe my opponent played around Spell Pierce. That was wild. Yeah, they just... Oh, double Void Mirror. Okay, well... Swords is winning. Like, Swords directly off the top is winning. Of course. So what's my plan? I could draw 2, but it seems pretty bad. I know that... No, I searched, so I don't know any of my cards. I mean, I don't need to pray, right? I can just go Thunder Trap for swords. I mean, I have 4 hits and 44 cards. So I don't get to steal the initiative this turn, so that's a little unfortunate, but also I guess I can get hit by a Wasteland now. No reason not to just wait here. Can't force anything, so like if they draw anything worthwhile, I'm pretty dead, but what's a guy to do? I do have Breach back swords. I got Wastelanded. I guess I should have fetched a red source. I'm not playing very well, am I? I have a white artifact. Oh, they just hit us other Seasoned Engineer anyways. Okay, yeah, I guess nothing mattered. Man, fucking hell. Okay. Just like no hate bears, just initiative, 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 huh? And now I get Archon and I can't play a red source. Okay, yeah. I mean, I played this badly, right? I should have gotten a second volcanic, because then I could at least... I mean, it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. I would have to draw dress down here, and then... I don't know. Doesn't matter. I played really badly. But I also just, like, don't think if I played well, it would have mattered. Really unfortunate, because this is just, like... These draws were so good against what I was trying to do. And, like, I didn't draw. I drew, like, into the Void Mirrors afterwards. A Spell Pierce was such a bad sequence. But, like, if I had gone and Spell Pierce the Sapphire, my opponent would have just played Mana Crypt and played a Cavern and played a turn 1 creature anyways. I guess Breach Swords would not have worked on Archon off the initiative. Man, what a rough sequence that was. Drew an Ancestral and resolved an Ancestral this game too, so I don't know. I got clearly played bad, but should I be losing these games? Like, obviously, easy win here. Just counter the right spells, no problem. I play creatures and I play lands and I win. My sideboard structure is not very good for this matchup, which is certainly an oversight. But there has been a lot less mono white recently, like a lot less mono white recently. And then I'm keeping this hand, which isn't great hand. Like, this Underground Sea is punishing me for splashing Demonic Tutor, but I think it's worth it to splash Demonic Tutor. My opponent just, like, led with White Plume. And their card in hand is Archon. And then they drew second Archon. So I could have... I mean, them showing me Wasteland and me having all non-basics is, like, the problem here, right? If this was an Underground Sea... Sorry, if this was a Tundra on Underground Sea, I could fetch a basic island and go for an Ancestral. But then I actually would just get destroyed by the Archon that he held. So... I mean, the fetch land Swords play was good. And then it's just, like, how often am I winning from this spot? I guess only if my Ancestral hits Moxen. Like, if I draw Moxen, then I feel like it's a pretty straightforward, easy win. I guess I do have to draw a white source, but the second Archon was really bad. I just got clocked way too fast. Maybe I just can't win this game on this speed. I mean, I'm never mulliganing this hand, though. Like, I'm never mulliganing this hand. Don't know about that one. That one, like, doesn't feel as bad because I feel like I made the right fetch land play and then I just lost anyways, right? So yeah, it looks like they didn't have another land, so yeah, maybe you have to lead on White Plume. No, you still don't have to lead on White Plume because they can't wasteland you. I feel like it's crazy to lead on White Plume here over Archon, which we know you have. I guess technically they could have drawn second Archon that turn, and so maybe there's a non-Archon card in hand. All right, that's fine. And then this hand is, like, obviously clunky, and I'm not, like, the biggest fan of the combo here, but, like, this hand's good. The problem with this hand is I led and I held up Spell Pierce, which was correct, and then the Spell Pierce didn't do anything. That's the biggest problem here. Like, I'll never Spell Pierce. I just don't think you can Spell Pierce this Sapphire. And then my opponent played around Spell Pierce. It's fine. I Ancestraled. My Spell Pierce is dead, so this is fine. I should have Lorien revealed and then played Meticulous Archive, but I would have Lorien revealed for a red source, so because then I would have at least gotten one more scry, and then I would have another chance at a swords here. That was a pretty big mistake. Like, if I'm gonna play this card, I want to get my full value off of it, and my full value here is like binning bad cards, and though like I might keep a force, or I guess there's a cavern, so I wouldn't keep a force. Yeah, so like this was a big mistake. I needed to search for the red source and then use my thing. And then here I could have played 2 trainers instead of merging for a flame. Would that have helped me? It might have found my sword sooner. And then I mean I have 4 swords in my deck. But searching for a flame when I can get wastelanded is really bad. So it probably just had to be both trainers here, not scrolling. I just like wanted to scroll because right now my opponent has no hate pieces, or not no hate pieces. They have a Void Mirror and they have a Seasoned Engineer. So like if I find Petal or Lotus, then I can Flame an Ore, a hate creature, and a Void Mirror and just win. Because like Seasoned Engineer doesn't actually stop me from combo killing my opponent. Whereas I still think I'm an extremely high likelihood to find swords, right? Are odds for 44-1 or something? How's that? How do I do? Cards 44-1 for 1. Oh, sorry. 4-4-1. I did odds, not cards, not odds. 4-4-1. Is that low? Okay, then I'm pretty wildly off base. Did I do it right? There are 44 cards in the deck. There are 4 successes in 4 draws, and I only need 1. If it's only 32, then I'm just wildly off base on my. I mean, I guess you could think about it as like I'm looking at 8 cards, but I was like, I'm gonna cast 2 trainers and get swords. But yeah, I guess if this next trainer is only 30% to get a swords, then it's pretty bad for me. So yeah, I guess I should just cast 2 trainers. That's definitely a misplay. If I find a swords off a trainer and I have a merchant scroll instead of a flame of Anor, and then my opponent goes another initiative creature, trap me, and play a void mirror. So there's nothing here where I can ever combo kill through. So I have 2 Thunder Trap trainers in play, and I have a sword. Say I was lucky and I have a swords in hand. It kind of just puts me in the same exact spot, right? Because this turn I just get my other land and I swords the Dungeoneer. I mean, the biggest problem here is I didn't get a second red source, right? That's the biggest problem here. But again, it doesn't actually matter because I couldn't steal the initiative this turn. I needed to steal the initiative that turn so they didn't progress down. So how do I steal the initiative this turn? Well, I would have stolen the initiative this turn, but then they would have just gotten it back and then used their thing and then archived me, so that it wouldn't have worked. Like, the only way I can win this game is if I have 2 removal spells this turn. And I'm pretty low likelihood to ever have 2 removal spells here unless I go trainer into swords, or trainer into swords, trainer into flame. Like, my 2 trainers both have to hit removal. I mean, in that case, my opponent might just like not have played second Void Mirror, and they would have played like another creature instead, maybe. What an awkward game. Maybe like, is this possibly a mulligan because I have Breach Freeze in hand? Like, that's the other consideration here is like, should you mulligan this hand? Like, I definitely should have fetched a red source, but I don't think it mattered at all. Whereas the fact that my Spell Pierce didn't do anything on turn 1 is like wildly off heuristics, right? Like what's the percentage chance you pass with an island on turn 1 and you don't get to profitably spell pierce a mono white card? What hands do that? I mean, I guess like an Ancient Tomb Black Lotus hand. I guess like an Ancient Tomb Mana Crypt Chrome Mox hand. Mox land Mana Crypt hands, I guess. But that's only if they sequence in this way. Like if I'm playing Consign and not Spell Pierce, then the sequence doesn't actually help. And it shows Cavern, which makes the Mana Crypt a must force. But like if they're playing as though I'm going to must force Mana Crypt anyways, then it doesn't really ever hurt them just to play around Spell Pierce here. I guess it doesn't really ever hurt them. This is a 7-card keep from them. It's a 7-card keep from them. I find it hard to believe like this is a mulligan. And I find it hard to believe this Spell Pierce is like actively not like good most of the time. It just was not remotely good enough in this game. And this game, like I kind of lucked out too. Like I immediately ripped Ancestral after my opponent played nothing on turn 1, right? Like Spell Pierce still time walked. But they did resolve a Mana Crypt, so they kind of just like played 2 spells a turn for the rest of the game, which is not really a normal mono white game either. Am I in like a much better spot if this is an untapped land? Yes, because I can play a trainer this turn. So it's kind of like untapped land losing the game too. Assuming that I would naturally draw that, I would have a trainer here, and my trainer would still miss on a removal spell. Oh yeah, of course, of course. I'm not delusional. I understand there's a price. I just think the price like very rarely comes up, and the upside is much higher. I did, when I was making this deck, consider not having a tap land, but that was when I was looking at like Dreadhorde Arcanists and Ponders. So I'm just like trying to see how this game would play out. Like I would not have that, right? So I would look 4 cards deep here, and I would hit like Merchant Scroll. So I'd have a Thundertrap Trainer in play, and I would have a Merchant Scroll, and I'd have 4 mana on this turn. Like I'm not. It doesn't actually change the game unless this Thundertrap Trainer hits. Second Thundertrap Trainer hits Swords. That's how this game gets changed by that. Which is very possible, to be fair. As we know, it's like 30% likelihood. Because I shuffle after this, so there's no knowing for sure. But that's the way this game is different. If this is an untapped land, is I have a Thundertrap Trainer in play, and then if my second Thundertrap Trainer hits Swords on a fresh set of cards, which hasn't been shuffled, so it will actually be the 45-ish cards. So like 30% chance to have Swords the Seasoned Engineer, attack and steal the Monarch, or steal the initiative. So like I guess it's a 30% chance of having lost us the game. Kind of funny. Interesting to think about. I think these are definitely things worth considering. Not as hot, like not as not as big of a deal as you might think. I don't know. Those are some awkward games. I will say, like, this is just another kind of example. In game 2, I would have exiled. Oh, you just like can't. Like you just can't make that play. Like sure, you save yourself 5 damage or whatever, but you just instantly lose the game to Archon of Emeria, or like the hate card follow-ups and stuff. I mean, maybe you have to. I was kind of thinking as long as I can remove the hate bear, then my ancestral will get me out of this game. My ancestral did not get me out of this game. Like I guess I was kind of banking out of Mox, and maybe that's silly. If I'm looking at 4 cards in 51 and there are 6 hits. How many cards? 51. 51. 6 successes and 4 draws and 1 thing. 40. Well, yeah. It doesn't really give me multiple turns. Like they still have the initiative. I don't really agree with that evaluation. I think it's just dying in a different way. Like this Wasteland is so bad for me. This is a huge problem with playing swords as your removal spell, is you just get Wastelanded over and over again because you're never playing a basic planes. Well, the Lurrus PO deck, sometimes I play a basic planes for this exact reason. This is the exact reason I play basic planes in Lurrus PO, is because I want to be able to fetch a swords and still be able to swords again, you know? Wasteland is a very broken magic card. It's true. That's why we're playing it today, but I was too far behind tempo in all of the games for Wasteland to be a factor. Wasteland can absolutely be a factor in this matchup if you like counter some of their mana at the start and then you Wasteland their Ancient Tombs and Cavern of Souls and stuff. They can just like not have any white mana. Like, it happens a lot. I don't think anything was saving round 1. I played badly and it was bad variance. Actually, I don't think it was even bad variance. I think I just played badly and I expected good variance when I shouldn't have. I'm like so far behind this Archon. If I had swords, I don't know. Like, it's possible that I have the wrong heuristic, right? Because I would never swords this White Plume Adventure if I was playing PO. But maybe because I'm playing a fair deck, I have to swords the White Plume Adventure. You might be right. It's like kind of a fair deck, but like... only because they forged. I don't know. I don't know if I care that much about that different. Forging is 4 extra damage. And in like most games, I would say maybe it's 6 extra damage in some amount of the games. Yeah. No, I actually maybe I'm walking it back. Maybe just because I have no angle of actually combo killing from this spot. I basically lose on the spot to a second Wasteland, but I guess I just lose on the spot to a second Wasteland regardless. It's not exactly true though. Like if I draw, so like one of the problems, Senpai, is if I'm playing towards Moxen, and I still have 4 Moxen in this deck, which I guess is not that much, 4 Moxen Petal and stuff in this deck. Like, if I'm playing to those kind of cards, then, because those are the cards that are going to make my Time Walk good, and those are the cards that are going to make my hand good. And if I, like, have an Archon in play on this turn, it's so bad for me. It's, like, not... Yeah, I guess it only depends. Yeah. My opponent also had 1 card in hand at this point. There's like a high likelihood of no follow-up creature. Was there a follow-up? There was second Archon follow-up. Just like no other lands, all gas, no breaks. There can also be like 4 drops. Yeah, not sure. Not sure. I did play really badly though, so. All right, here we go, round 2. We're gonna do our best to do our best, really. I have again lost the die roll, and I'm up against probably Dredge, so it's gonna be a very hard to win game one. I think I have now I've lost a large number of die rolls in a row. This hand would be fantastic against real vintage decks that played Magic the Gathering, but it is very poor against Bazaar Baghdad, which plays its own brand of Magic the Gathering. I basically need a combo-oriented hand or a wasteland-oriented hand with some speed behind it. I mean, I don't think this player ever... Do they ever really play other decks? Like, do I have any range here to bet this hand against? Don't know. Let's see. I'm pretty sure they're, like, extremely likely to be on Dredge. But, like, my hand is so good against non-Dredge that... And I think my game one Dredge matchup is so bad that it might just be worth keeping. But he played Dredge yesterday, so it's pretty likely regardless. What chance does this hand have? So he has played Jewel Shops in the past. I should say they have played Jewel Shops in the past as recently as last year, but in 2026, the only deck that's been played is Dredge. Though Dredge went really badly yesterday. I don't know how Dredge went yesterday. Top 32. So this is the 6th Dredge in a row. How did it go? It went 7-1, top 8. Ah. Okay, so I'm gonna mulligan my hand. All right, this hand has a Soul Guide Lantern in my main deck, a Demonic Tutor, an Underworld Breach, and a Force. Does not get much better than this besides ripping a Wasteland. So we take those. They did keep 7, which is unfortunate. Triple Thug. No Grief, no Hollow One. Soul Guide Lantern, game 1, turn 1. Mental Misstep. Force it. Force back. Okay, yeah, Graveyard Hate. That'll do something against Dredge. Just kidding. It's useless. Dredged. Double Bazaar. So their 7-card keep was Mental Misstep, Force of Will, blue card, triple Dredger, double Bazaar. Awesome. How do I win this game? I don't have enough cards to win this game right now, right? Even if I rip Black Lotus off the top. No, I can rip, no, I think I'm short. All right, I tried my best. I kept my main deck Graveyard Hate with Force of Will backup, and I got turn 3. Fantastic. All right, I have a Vampiric Tutor, I have a Tabernacle, I have a Tormod Script, I have a Needle, and I have an Over Encumbered, which is quite a nice little selection of cards here. And I have my main deck Lantern. We can take out Negations, and we can take out Spell Pierces, I guess. We can take out Tamiyos. We can take out Swords. Oh, God. I also have Wastelands in my deck. Not that Wasteland would have been very good against Double Bazaar, so... I guess we're going to keep in Tamiyos and Spell Pierces. I could keep in some amount of Swords, I guess. I already have Flames. I mean, I don't feel like I need this many Spell Pierces, so... I don't know. I don't feel like I need this many Swords either. Let's go with this. I guess I could keep a Sword instead of a Probe. Who cares about Probe? It's a useless magic card. I guess these Tamiyos are kind of useless. Maybe I'll just keep some Swords instead. Let's do that. Seems better. All right. Okay. I've got a Wasteland and a Vamp. It's pretty good. Off of Jet. Powder from the opponent. Keep on 7. Let's see. So I think I am going to just... What am I going to do? Scroll for an Ancestral? If they grief my Vamp, I still have Ancestral Wasteland. If I just go like Vamp, what am I getting? I'm getting a Tormod's Crypt and Needle or something. Tormod's Crypt probably. Soul Guide Lantern maybe. I think I'd rather just start with scrolling for an Ancestral and then work from there. I can always Vamp on my upkeep for Crypt or something. Oh, let's see. All right, 7-card keep from the opponent. Two Dredgers. I think I'm going to lead Ancestral here. Got straight up forced. Resolves. All right. Well, now they don't have Noxious for their Wasteland, so they don't have Noxious for their Bazaar anymore. Dredge, I assume. Chill. It's not bad for me. All right, no follow-up is fine. We can get our Tormod's Crypt a turn later. We'll be fine. They had negation too? Because they dredged for turn, so they had negation. They let Vamp resolve because they wanted to put it back on top. Okay, so their hand was 7-card Bazaar, Force of Will blue card, negation blue card, and Noxious and 2 dredgers. All right, cool. And I can't recur that with Lurrus. Okay. Yeah, but how many blue cards are you playing, Winmore? Oh my, why do you think this is okay? Because he's a dredge player. That's why I think this. Okay, it was okay. They only have a dredge 3. Maybe they'll miss. They did not miss. They hit Stinkweed and Icarid. All right. Well, the good news is I have a second Vamp because my opponent gave me a second Vamp. And with this second Vamp, I can now go get my Soul Guide Lantern. This game is awesome. Yeah, you could say that, I guess. They conceded? They should not concede here. All right, whatever, man. Dredge players, they just do whatever they want, huh? They don't win on the spot. They're out of here. Unreal. Yeah, we won. We won because our opponent Noxious revivaled our Vamp onto the top of our library. If they had just not Noxious the Vamp, and they had just countered the Tormod's Crypt, we would not have won that game, right? Am I crazy? Pretty sure we would have just lost. All right. Jesus. They did mulligan this game. It's probably a mulligan, I guess. I'm mulligan this hand. Okay. This hand's pretty good against Not Grief. Just get rid of this Brainstorm. I kept 6. We also have like Time Walk, Lotus, Lurrus in that line. Hollow 1 this time. Second hollow 1. Okay, as long as they don't have Force for my over encumbered. So I actually have Lotus Lurrus here. So I can bait a Force on Lotus Lurrus. And then I'll have over encumbered after. Or I could just train her for a Force. Or I could just use over encumbered as bait. The over encumbered bait runs into negation pretty badly. And then if Lurrus Lotus just all resolves, then I can probably go like trainer or something. Let's see if Lotus resolves. Because if Lotus just gets negated, then I can just play over encumbered immediately. And I also paused on this a long time, so it might look like it's really important. Okay. This runs into a trap, obviously. It's all resolving. Is this getting negated? The only way you're pausing on this is if you have negation, right? So I think we just play Thunder Trap Trainer. So they do have negation. All right, I think we played this great then. So now I have over encumbered Lurrus lock. It's pretty good. See how much damage we take this turn. They hit a Narc Amoeba. If I take too much damage, I can die to Creeping Chills. But I have a Lurrus to gain life back on 1 attack here. So it's fine. That's a pretty good draw, too. All right, I think we got it. No, we don't actually have it, right? Because we're not above 12. I mean, we can attack with Lurrus once. Because we are still dead to 4 chills at the moment. So I have to probably suicide my Lurrus in at some point. This is good magic. I don't agree, but I do respect that people like different kinds of magic. If I could have this matchup and this kind of magic happen 0 times a tournament, I would. Even if I'm favored. Even if I was favored. Okay, so they're going for the Dredge for chills plan here. But they're pretty slow dredging. And at any point, I can attack and get up to 14, so... Wait, did they dredge a Shambling Shell? Because then they can draw into Vigor, right? But then I can replay, as long as I don't attack with my Lurrus, I can replay over Encumbered. No, because they can do it at end step. Which one did they dredge? I'm trying to... Grave Troll. Okay, so they can draw to Vigor. So I need to find Force. I did not mean to pass through that. I'm not going to suicide my Lurrus yet. I'm hoping this will find me a Force. Needle. Pierce. Pierce technically does it as long as they don't have it right now, which they don't. So this works. Okay, so now I can attack with Lurrus to get to the number I need to. They're probably gonna natural... It's not really a puzzle. It's forced actions. Like, it's not a puzzle. Like, I have to do exactly the thing. I don't have choices. I guess puzzles, technically, you don't have choices. But, like, that's, like, the opposite of the kind of Magic I want to play. I want to choose different choices. This can mill over something I can get back with Lurrus. So I guess they could technically hit 3 Creeping Chills and 1 Stinkweed Imp. So I will attack with my Lurrus this turn. I have to attack with my Lurrus because my opponent could just hit 3 Chills with Imp. So now they're going to natural draw looking for Vigor, but I have Vigor covered with Spell Pierce. They should use this Junk token to... Can they do that? Yes, I guess I could use this Junk token if they have the green card in hand, right? So they should probably use the Junk token because they're going to have to cast 2 Vigors to kill me here. Because my Lurrus gained enough life to get away from the things. They naturaled a Bazaar. Let's see. Also, they have a Riftstone portal. So if they find 2 Bazaars, they can actually pay. Oh wait, no, the hollow ones count. The hollow ones count for the over encumbered. So it's actually 5. So they cannot. This is until... Oh, you're right. It doesn't go... You're right. This only goes on your turn. I thought it goes to the next turn. You're correct. The Junk token will not do anything unless they have like a Noxious that they want to cast on their turn to return. Like they could use this and find a Noxious and Noxious back a spell. So I don't have a Vexing Bauble in my deck because I felt like it was really bad in my deck. It's possible I should have a Vexing Bauble in my sideboard for games on the play that I want it. I did sacrifice my Lurrus. I don't actually think I want to Soul Guide them here. Yeah, I mean, this is exactly why I was playing over encumbered in Lurrus PO. I never got to use it in Lurrus PO. I was thinking maybe I just get a Sapphire so that I can Merchant Scroll for a Force. So, yeah, now I have 2 spells to back up versus Vigor. And eventually I'll win. They are looting with Bazaar here. But like I said, I have 2 counter spells for Vigor. I guess if they find 2 Bazaars, they can play for a Spell Pierce. Alright, they're off it. I minorly inconvenience them. Those are pretty bad cards until I get to dig. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if they brought in Vigors. We haven't seen any Vigors. I would assume if you have Vigors, you would bring them in. I don't bring Vigors in? Bro, man. It must be so nice to be a Dredge player that you don't even need to play the best card that was printed for your deck in the last 10 years. It's crazy. Okay, welcome to round 3. Unfortunately, this is a player who I have to put a hand hider against after they sent me physical threats. So it is what it is. I have put the tech in place to hopefully, if you're watching this on YouTube, you should see my hand. But it will still be awkward with how I interact with chat for the round, unfortunately. But we'll do our best to beat this mono white gamer. Lost the die roll, though. Have a cat. That's a good hand. Okay, I keep. No Chancellor for my opponent. Chrome Mox. You got it. Vexing Bauble. Force it. And a tap land. Gataxian Probe. Take a look at my opponent's hand. It's Strip Mine, Conqueror, and Seasoned Engineer. Goodbye, random land. Yeah, they are a very well-known unpleasant person, sadly. Thunder Trap. Ancestral Recall? It's a good one. I guess I didn't hand hide that. Don't need to, though, considering considering it's revealed. I assume my opponent... I have my opponent fully blocked, so I can't see their typing in chat or other platforms and stuff. So whenever they pause, just assume they're typing some heinous things. Yeah. They're done. It's a lot harder when they can't look at my hand, huh? Kind of crazy. I don't think it matters to hide this. Swords. Trust down. Lantern. Pierces on the draw. Misstep is so bad, but like Vexing Bubble is so good that I've been keeping it in. Not sure if that's right or not. It looks like I might just need to have more sideboard cards for mono white. I don't really like the mapping here at all. That can happen when I build a deck before an event. I just don't get the mapping exactly right. When you take a deck and you like tune it over weeks and weeks, then you'll have the mapping down to a lot better state. But here, like, I think I just don't. I think like this probably one of these Pyroblasts should probably be like an additional removal spell in the form of Unable to Scream or Dismember. Something like that would help a lot with this mapping. If I had access to like, yeah, just more removal. But it's tough because I wanted to play Null Rods for like Raker, and I wanted to play these Serenities for the Rising Sphere Shops. And then I have a huge pile of anti-artifacts, so I think the only place to really trim is anti-blue. Unfortunately, my little MTG bot says drafting on the bottom. That's annoying. Don't really know what you can do about it. Okay, so game 2. I have a cat. I'm on the draw. My hand is good. Keep. No Chancellor. Pedal. Wasteland. Void Mirror. Force this. Pitching Dig. Untap. Got a Tamiyo. Am I getting Wastelanded? Emerald. White Source. What do we got for me? Initiative. Archon. Initiative. Too bad my Tamiyo can't steal the initiative. That's an interesting draw. I'll do the legacy play. Not the most thrilled with how that went, but it's not bad. We'll flip Tamiyo versus the initiative. We'll see how that goes. Lost well. They went bottom, bottom. And now what? 4 cards in my opponent's hand. They kind of have to do that because I can return swords with my Tamiyo. I think I am just going to return Brainstorm. I could return Force. It's kind of an interesting idea. It's bad against Cavern. Could just plus my Tamiyo. If I had like some better plays, I could just like plus twice and go for the draw. Maybe I could just do it. They didn't have a creature this turn. Maybe I'll just go for it. Well, how do you feel if I don't play a... What is that? My opponent played an even Mind Sensor. I see. That's wild. Guess my Tamiyo's getting attacked. Do you have a follow-up creature here? They have March on my Tamiyo? No way. Ah, Deafening Silence. Interesting. And another spell? Oh my lord. Well, the even Mind Sensor honestly might screw me over here. Because I can't do anything. Yeah, I should have minus for I should have minus for Brainstorm. I made a mistake. Damn. So this thing turns off my Mox Sapphire, or I would have gone end of turn dress down. Do I just risk it on this Misty Rainforest? This isn't the one that makes me pay 2. I think I'm a... It's really unfortunate because he's gonna throne me. Okay. I mean, I messed up. I should have just taken my Tamiyo and drawn 3 and hoped to hit fetch. All right, I'm gonna bring in my pierces back in. I was not expecting to get even mind censored there. I played really badly though. I think I played pretty bad. I should have just done it. Kind of wild. Makes sense though a little bit with people playing gifts and stuff, but it's a pretty low power card. Yeah, I think it was tough because I didn't have a land, right? But my opponent didn't have any play, but I didn't think they'd flash in a creature, which is pretty sweet. If I thought they would flash in a creature, I mean, to be fair, I guess if I had brainstormed and hit the fetch land, which I did, I would have just cracked it into an Aven Mind Sensor, so it might have died anyways. And then if I had minus, I would have gotten my Tamiyo immediately killed, right? Because I would have gone 4-1 and then to 0. Unless I hit white source off of my thing. I get to win the die roll this time. That's nice. I have a cat. And my hand is kind of garbo. Pretty garbo. I'm gonna mulligan this. Okay. No Chancellor. Isak Island, Tamiyo. Man, they should give Tamiyo 1 attack power so I can steal the initiative with it. Ah, Black Lotus. 7 cards. Seems good. I think we're going to lose. It's kind of unfortunate, but what's I got to do? Had to mulligan an underpowered hand into a Lotus hand in game 3. Oh, I am definitely in the losers bracket. That's for sure. Yeah, I don't know. Like, there wasn't really much I can't really mulligan more than I did. All right, let's see what he's casting for Caverned Mana. Cleric. Into the initiative. Man, I really wish I could steal the initiative. I really, really wish I could steal the initiative. So I have a choice on this turn. I think I am just going to go Saga Gaming here. Interesting. Ancestral Force Ruby Walk. Those are crazy cards. What am I supposed to pick? Holy hell. I'm going to take Ancestral, but I'm not remotely convinced it's correct. Are we Lost Wellin' or are we Forging? Lost Well. Damn, that was a really hard choice, chat. I'm not, like, Time Walk with Saga, really nice. Maybe having the ability to force a fast mana or a non-cleric or something could be nice. Obviously, Ancestral's great. They have Chrome Mox. They topped bottomed. So does this mean they're playing a 3-drop this turn? You think they found this Chrome Mox off of this, or they had it on turn 1 and didn't play it? Another Cavern. Archon? Dragon. So it means I can't attack with my Tamiyo. I guess it means I can't attack. I have a lot of choices here as well. So I had that Ancestral. I have an active Urza Saga. It's going to be an interesting game. So I also have this Wasteland. I think I'm making constructs here. This seems like a construct game. He might go with Arena. Yeah. Which one is he going to go with the trainer in? And has, of course, has the planes. That makes sense. Attack with, what, just Conquer, maybe? Makes sense. What is the follow-up, though? That is the real question. And there is a follow-up. Archon? Lorien? No. Oh, he's too good. All right. Just getting hit by all the random one-ofs. That's crazy. Maybe I don't even make a construct then. I mean, I kind of have to make a construct, don't I? I kind of have to. That is extremely bad for me. Okay, let's draw cards here. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to take the initiative back. Oh, right. I can flip Tamiyo. Maybe I made a mistake then. Maybe I was supposed to block and flip Tamiyo with Ancestral. I didn't consider that at all. Because this construct token is not going to get bigger now. Oh boy. And I have to lose my trainer. Oh, I could have gotten bigger by attacking in response. Yeah. Yeah, I could have done that too. I'm just like playing really poorly. I should have done that. Because then I could have attacked with this construct here. Would have been a good attack. Man, I fucked this up so badly. Wow. I think I could have won this game. Huh. Wow, I misplayed that terribly. I'm going to keep this Wasteland. I don't think taking them off a land here matters. I played it really badly. I should have attacked and flipped Tamiyo. I just like completely forgot about flipping Tamiyo. I had a lot of options there. I think I was supposed to make the construct. I think I was supposed to attack with both, make the construct, swords, flip Tamiyo after. But I have a 3/3 construct and they can trade with the White Room, which I think would have been better for me. Maybe not. I do have rebuy swords though. If they don't attack Tamiyo, they just have another, so they just into the Throne of the Dead uncounterably. Yeah. All right. I don't know if it mattered. Yeah, they hit Witch Enchanter or Archon. Okay. I did play this badly, but I just don't know that it matters. Sadly. I probably need to block this. So I could have... Oh my god, it matters so much. I mean, they would have traded already. Then they would have attacked. Here I can at least buy back my swords. Wow. I played so poorly. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy how badly I played this games. Okay. So this thing won't have hexproof on their turn. So I'll buy back swords. I'll play out a trainer. I guess I should have played the trainer first in case I hit different swords. I'll take Dress down. Play a tap land. Go to their turn. They get to attack. Probably. Man. Like I said, I played not very well. Definitely makes sense for them to activate Lauren there. They need cards way more than I do. See where they attack. Archon. Attacking me. Attacking Tamiyo. Attacking me. Interesting. Swords the Archon. And I guess I'll save Tamiyo. I guess it's bad if they have a dragon after, but... Wait, what? Oh, I did the wrong one. Am I crazy? Oh, I looked at this and it was a... Am I crazy? Oh, they were both attacking Tamiyo. Oh. Huh. I guess I'm crazy. I thought one was attacking me. That's why I was perplexed by the attack. Maybe it was just the Archon. I don't know. Something's off today, man. Something's way off. They got dragon follow-up anyways. Makes sense. Makes sense. I'm like not ever coming out from underneath this many creatures, right? Underworld Breach. Wish I had more colored mana for this. I mean, I think this Breach is good, so... Might win this game anyways because I'm playing a good deck and not mono white. But I played horrible to this. Played horrible. I have Time Walk. I've drawn some really bad Magic cards. I'd love to show you, chat. Maybe I'm just supposed to cast Ancestral. Probably. I could play Tamiyo and cast Ancestral. Holy hell, man. There's so many choices here. I can just stop and think. I have Time Walk Ancestral. I have Time Walk Swords. I have Ancestral Swords. I can hit another blue land, which makes me really want to cast Ancestral. I'm gonna cast Underworld Breach and cast Ancestral. That's pretty good. Guess I can just combo kill my opponent if I hit the right Magic cards. I think we're gonna win this game, even though I played terribly. The new TFT set is fantastic. It's one of the best of all time. Is Ancestral better than Trainer? Yes, it is. I have not found the cards I need to win yet. I also am having some problems here because these cards don't shuffle either. What the fuck? I guess I can just put the hand hider down now, right? Well, maybe not, because I might have to pass the turn. Holy shit. I guess I might have to Thunder Trap Trainer. Get rid of these cards. I might be having to Time Walk. I don't actually have another play. Shouldn't have brainstormed. My bad, I guess. I think I just need to go to my next turn buying Lurrus and Time Walking or something. I messed this up royally. I don't exactly know how. I think I needed to force some of my own spells. How did I manage to do this? But now I'm like losing my sword. I guess I don't care about losing my swords out of my yard. I don't know what I just did there, but it was bad. And I still am brainstorm locked here. I am gonna just waste, blue. It's not enough. What did I do, man? I mean, I can just pass and win anyways, but I feel so stupid. If I play Lurrus and I play Breach, then I can play Lotus, but I can't play another spell. Oh, maybe I was supposed to force that? I don't know. I don't know. This is like not actually helping me. All right, new plan, chat. I'm gonna wait another whole turn. I don't know what I did wrong, but I did something incredibly wrong. Wait, why did my dress down go away? What? I don't know, chat. Something is wrong. Something is so wrong. Like, how did I get to second in main? I don't know what's happening. Oh, now I draw a demonic tutor. Great. Chat, I drew triple wasteland triple spell pierce, double negation, delve spell. Like, I ancestral what 3 times or something? Like, I'm gonna win the game, but what is happening, man? Oh, shit. Cast negation, pitching, spell pierce on your deafening silence. What else you got? Nothing? Great. Here's my hand, chat. I just bricked, like I ancestral, and then I brainstormed to like put another card in my yard. And I just like my hand was triple wasteland, triple spell pierce, double negation, double delve spell. Like there was just nothing that was working, man. Oh god. Like it was so dumb. I just didn't have any of the right cards. Like now I like very easily win. It's just so, I can't believe that just happened, man. I'm glad I don't have to hear about it in chat. I'll tell you that much. Like this is not a hard deck to combo with. I just had all the wrong cards. Oh man. So funny. I don't know what happened. Something happened, but I just had nothing. I just had nothing to do. I can't. I mean, I have them blocked. They can't see anything. I hope so. Oh my god. I'm sorry. I don't know. Maybe we can watch it in the replay. It's so funny. It wasn't well done. Nothing about this was well done. Oh, he wanted to get me with the Lorien ability. So funny. He was hoping I would go to 0, and so he could get me with the Lorien ability. What a guy. No. I hate this game, man. We have to look at what happened. All right, we're going to go back and look at this because obviously something went wrong here, and I need to find out what it is because I was losing my mind, chat. So here we go. So this is where we were at. Let's see, where did we get to? So, okay, so let's just go through this game again real quick. I have a really weak 7 that I mulligan, and then I keep a weak 6 that's like Tamiyo, Saga, Wasteland, Trainer. He plays turn 1 initiative thing. I have to choose between Saga or Wasteland or Trainer. Saga and Trainer or Wasteland. And I chose... I don't think he has another artifact, so he has to hit an artifact on Lostwell. So I chose the Trainer. That'll also let me, if I draw a land to like swords and attack and get the initiative. Then I see that Ancestral Force, Ruby, Time Walk, but I have no blue cards in my hand because my hand is Wasteland, Wasteland, Swords. So it's either like take the Ruby so that next turn I can Wasteland and use my thing, or take the Time Walk so that I'm closer so I can like finish this Saga if he has no Wasteland, or take the Ancestral because it's the best. I took the Ancestral because it's the best. So then we get to this next turn here where, so now my options are fetch swords, Ancestral, Wasteland, and I totally missed on this Tamiyo flipping. I totally missed on Tamiyo flipping. I don't know why, but I think if I could play this back again, I would just forego this stupid construct, swords this Clarion Conqueror, and cast Ancestral Recall target myself after attacking. I just don't know what is going through my head here that I'm just not thinking about Tamiyo flipping. Maybe because I'm so used to Tamiyo never flipping. Either way, what I did is I played my Wasteland and I held open Saga activation. And then attack happened here. And then Lauren came down and killed my Saga, which was just a nightmare mode. So then I have to choose, do I want to activate my Saga or do I want to Ancestral? I think activating Saga is fine, but I have to attack with my Tamiyo here. So what I need to do here is fetch first, attack with Tamiyo and Trainer because I have to attack with Trainer, and with Construct because Construct will have... Actually, I don't think I attack with Construct. I think I leave it back to block. I think I leave it back to block. So I still attack with Tamiyo and just Ancestral to flip it. So it's still fine because I swords this thing, which lets me plus my Tamiyo, and then I have to lose my Trainer because I'm bad. Or no, I'm always losing my Trainer. I don't Wasteland because I don't think it changes the difference. And then he plays another White Plume and gets an Archon. And so then I just miss on this. No, this one I chump on the attack. No, I chump on the attack so I can get back my swords. And I wouldn't have to chump here if I had attacked with my Tamiyo before I had cast Ancestral. So, like, this is the biggest misplay, I think, of the whole thing, is just not attacking with the Tamiyo first and Ancestraling. Biggest misplay. Because this one trades here, and I'm actually in a much better spot. So I untap, I get my swords back, I get to play a Trainer as my one spell for turn. Doesn't really get anything, it gets a dress down that doesn't matter too much. And then I have whatever happens. My opponent correctly activates Lauren, gives me an additional swords for fun. And then this happens. And so I see the White Plume attacking Tamiyo, and I see the White Plume. I just missed on this White Plume. I just thought both White Plumes were attacking, one White Plume was attacking me, but they were both attacking Tamiyo. So I just throw away a Trainer for no reason. Okay. And then I have Time Walk here. So this is a great draw, obviously, right? So this spot's great. So I can get my... I definitely think getting Breach is correct because I'm going to win the game with this Breach. So I get the time... I Time Walk, I Trainer, I get Breach, and I Swords the Clarion Conqueror. And I go to this turn with this. So I have drawn Spell Pierce, Spell Pierce, Spell Pierce, chat. I have a Dress Down that my opponent knows about and the Breach my opponent knows about. And we are trying to win the game on this turn or, like, take a turn and get a Lurrus, right? So what the f did I do? So I played this, fine. I cast Ancestral, fine. Drew Lotus, amazing, great draw. But with my Lotus is Delve Spell, Delve Spell. And I don't want to Delve Spell because I don't want to lose my Breach cards. And I don't want to... So my hand right now is Spell Pierce, Spell Pierce, Spell Pierce, Cruise, Dig, Dress Down. Okay. And then I Ancestral again, I think. I play this. My opponent gets mad, types in chat. Then I hit Ancestral again, which I think is fine. And my Ancestral draws me Negation, Force of Will, Brainstorm. So I guess this is the spot, chat. I've got 2 blue mana. I have a white mana. I have a Wasteland. I have a land to give. And I don't have... I have 2 spells that are not Time Walk and Swords, or that are not Time Walk, Lotus, Recall. Am I supposed to cast Brainstorm here? This is my question. This is the spot, I guess, that I think I would do the same things again for the other star. This is my spot. What do I do from here? I have to cast a spell from my hand so that I can keep my options. But I want to hit my land drop. I think this is a reasonably annoying spot. Like, what am I supposed? What is this, chat? What do we do here? Like, the worst case scenario is this brainstorm sucks, and then I just time walk using brainstorm sword. The problem is, like, using brainstorm swords trainer is really rough in my time walk because because you know, like, I might have to get to a point where I'm swordsing things, but I guess maybe I'm just never getting to a point where I'm swordsing things, so maybe it doesn't matter. I would dig and find the one freeze in 33 and like use my Black Lotus. Like, how are you digging here? Like, what are we digging with? 6 cards, tapping Tundra and Wasteland is 4, and getting rid of Ancestral Swords, Time Walk, and Trainer. So you're gonna leave exactly Lotus, and you have to hit exactly Brain Freeze as a 1 out of 33 in 7 looks. Odds 33, 7, 1, 1. Is that what it is? Drawing 1 or oh no, that's not it. Odds 33, 171. 20% chance? Wait, it's the same thing. Did I do it wrong? So yeah, so I'm like, okay, well, I'm Brainstorm. It'll get a card in my yard. I can cast Time Walk if this goes badly. But then my Brainstorm drew me Forced Wasteland Pearl. Well, yeah, I didn't think about countering my own spell. Like, that obviously didn't come up. So we could definitely do that. We could, but like, what am I? Wait, can I do that? I have what, 1 force? So I could dress down and force it and pierce the force. That feels like pretty bad, doesn't it? Like, I still need to like be doing cards and mana at a good rate. Like, if I just throw my 3 spell pierces at a Black Lotus, it doesn't really do anything, right? It makes 0 mana and 0 cards. Like, these spell pierces cost blue mana. I think the only ones that like really generate me an advantage is force, but like, am I gonna really use a force of will right now to get 2 extra cards in my yard? So like, I can do force of will and spell pierce my force of will and resolving it. I also don't want to resolve a dress down in case I go for a Lurrus. Maybe I don't need that this turn, or like another Thunder Trap Trainer. I also had that option. I could have Thunder Trap Trainered instead of Ancestraled. I just thought Ancestraling was better. Yeah, I would do that again. I would probably Ancestral again. So like here, yeah, I mean, I probably, yeah, I think it's, I mean, so I don't know. I like, so you could cast, I guess what you could do is you could cast Dress Down to just this mana left using Force, Dress Down, and Pierce. Dress Down resolves, draws 1 card, and gets me 2 more cards. But the Dress Down doesn't even go to the yard unless I force it. And then I'm losing a card anyways. I don't know if that's actually that good. Anyways, so I don't know. Like, this is, anyways, I cast Brainstorm, and my Brainstorm draws me Force, Wasteland, Pearl. Force, Wasteland, Pearl. So now I'm Brainstorm locked, and I don't get any additional blue mana, but I can play my land in my thing. So now I'm like, okay, well, I'm clearly salvaging this by buying Lurrus and Time Walking. So I play that. I Time Walk, getting rid of Trainer, Lotus, Trainer, Brainstorm, and Swords. And then I buy Lurrus. And then I go to my next turn, and I draw 1 of my spell pierces. So then do I have a way up forward on this turn? So I was looking to just dig through time. I'm like, okay, the first things first, I dig through time, right? I just like dig through time out of this, and it's fine. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna, if I pass the turn, I'm gonna end up wastelanding these two things anyways. So I started with wastelanding to buy me. I saw like wasteland would be like the thing that made the most sense, no matter what I did. So I wastelanded, and then I was looking to dig, but I was like, if I dig and miss, I still want to be able to like Lurrus. But maybe that was a stupid idea. Maybe I just like don't have... Well, I need to Lurrus because I need to Lurrus to Breach. So I still need 5 mana. I need to be able to play Lurrus and Breach. So if I were to dig here and I wanted to keep Breach and Lotus, I would have to dig 5 cards, so +1. So like I wouldn't actually have enough mana after. So I was like, I don't think dig works. And then when I decided dig didn't work, I was like, okay, well, I got rid of both of the caverns. I'll just pass with 2 forces. So I didn't like that. So I went Lurrus, and I bought back Lotus, and then I meant to go to end step, obviously, and play my dress down so they couldn't actually do anything. But I misclicked on that, so yeah. And I mean, like I said, I'm gonna win anyways here unless they go cavern something, but then I could just, like, if they go cavern Archon, like 3rd cavern Archon here, but then I just buy back dress down from my yard and I like play a fair game, it's probably fine. I probably still win no matter what. And then obviously if I had brain freeze myself all the way here, I would have lost, but I didn't do that, so I did not lose there. But yeah. But like, yeah, I mean, I was trying to win the game the same turn, but then I drew, like I said, I drew triple Wasteland, triple Spell Pierce, triple Force, double Delve Spell. Like, no trainer, no, no scroll, no DT, no anything like that. So that's why it was a mess, chat, if it makes any sense now. Wild. Okay. All I need to do is not play badly, and we can win. Easy. No problem. This is not a very good hand against my opponent who likes to play Oath. Oh boy. This is not a good hand against Oath. Kind of want to put it back. I think I want to put this back. Feels bad, man. Much better. Keep. Probe? That's like looking at my hand for free. Who does that? Underground Sea. And what? And who? Ancestral? Ancestral? Okay. I counter. But you knew this. Ah, negation backup. Pitching show and tell. Seems bad for me. It seems quite bad for me. I think I'm gonna die. So if my opponent plays an Oath after I play this Tamiyo... Oh, they're just mental misstepping it. Okay, never mind. I think we're dead. I think we're dead. Blue, walking. No lands, okay. Good thing they found Sapphire then. Orchard off the top. White, show and tell. Great. Notably bad for me. Yup. And we're dead. Okay, that was fun. Well, I got powered. Good news. I have 3 Pyroblasts in my board. I also have a dress down. Serenity not very good here. No Crypt in my sideboard. It's probably just swords and lantern out. Everything else stays. It was a good hand. They got me good on that one. Not much I could do. Actually, I kind of like Vamp in this matchup. Maybe I'll put Vamp in. Take out this island. All right. We're a little bit more combo heavy here. We've got a little bit more permission. I think this matchup should be pretty good in general. Like, we're playing a hefty amount of permission. But I had to mulligan. I was on the draw. My opponent had a force. They had a probe. They had a ancestral. What's a guy to do? Okay. All right. Hello. Kind of an awkward spot where I need to find some blue sources, but... Blue. Soul Ring. Not a shot in the world. 0% chance. I get a Underground Sea here. Boop. Slow down. Wait a minute. I'm looking for a little blue land. It's a force. Force is not bad, though. I want to hit my land drop, so I think I'm just going to cast Ancestral right now. Even though it runs into some amount of negations. That was not a blue land. Yeah, opponent's great. I'm a fan. Saga Gaming got me again. Pass the turn is good for me, though. Thunder Trap, Time Walk. I can get a Lotus. And I can get Lurrus Lotus going. By Time Walk. Probably just want to get constructs. I have a pretty hefty space here. Blue. Brainstorm. Allowed. Could always just draw 2 with Flame as well. If I don't want to commit to any constructs. I don't have to commit to creatures in this matchup at all. I could just go for breach kills. Nothing. Passing. Do I want constructs? Not really. I'm just gonna draw 2. Because this is bad against, like, holding Ancestral. But also Brainstorm did not get shuffled at all. Veil of Summer. Okay. Ancestral. Flusterstorm. Okay. That is an acceptable outcome for this scenario. I am okay with that. I'm going to Brainstorm here. Search on the line. Holy moly, those are not blue lands. Okay. We're going to play a long one. Do I want access to... No, I have access to that. That's awkward. Because now I don't really even want to get Lotus here. That was not great for me. Not bad for me, because having all permission versus my opponent's deck is not bad for me. I guess Merchant Scroll can get Dig Through Time, right? So... Oh, I drew Breach. So now I'm punished for not having Lotus and putting away Brain Freeze. But I can get Brain Freeze back with Merchant Scroll. But I also have no lands. So it's bad. But I can go Breach and just cast Ancestral. But then I can't protect it with all my spells. I'm going to protect it with some of my spells. I probably should anyways. I don't really want to... I can wait. If I were to cast Merchant Scroll, what would I get? I would get Dig, which makes my Breach worse. I get Flame, I guess. Just get Brain Freeze now, and then... I didn't get Lotus. I just want to hit land drops. I did board out an island. I did board out an island. Just like having one extra land drop here so I could Pyroblast back up my Underworld Breach would make me a lot happier, so... But I don't have it, so I'll wait. Patience. Orchard, go. I wish I had another flame I could cast here. Land? Land, yes, land. I guess I should just keep waiting, right? Like, no real reason to do anything here. I can have patience. I can play patiently. It's in my range. Good. Good. Oh yeah. That can be the red land. Yeah, I'm in Rhode Island. So I'm nearby. You should come play some Vintage. Full Pronoxy. At ELDs, it's great. There's a big event coming up February 1st. We're going to have the people from New York coming, so it should be quite a large paper Vintage Full Proxy event. I don't think I'm going to fetch. I'm going to keep waiting. Wasteland. Ooh. Now mana up. February 8th, I think. Feels weird to be playing Draw Go with my opponent's deck, but... Not exactly. Like, it is a high entry fee. It's like $50 entry fee, so... That might scare you away if you haven't played. They do some weekly Vintage, but I don't know. I don't usually go to that, so I can't speak to that. My opponent's at 7 cards. Lorien revealed. Now I can get Meticulous Archive and stuff. Ancestral. Blue, 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 green. What the hell is this, chat? Blue, 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 green? Dig, end step, dig? That's a good Spell Pierce target. Veil of Summer. Still only my second spell. All right, now I have a clock, too. All right, so my opponent's untapping with a 6-card hand here. I still have a good amount of counter magic, and I have good stuff coming on the other side. Stock up. It's a good Pyroblast target. Got forced. 3 cards left. I think I'm going to counter it. All right. Now I'm untapping with a really good Breach. They can have, I guess they can't have Besage. They're out of mana. Ah, all right. That was a beautifully played, very nice game of Magic where Justin didn't do anything stupid, which can't be said about any other game of Magic today. Oh God. Yeah, that was great. I would do that again. I'll do it again. Veil of Summer's pretty sick against us, though. Can't Pirate Blast that. Veil of Summer is a very good Magic card. The only problem with Veil of Summer is it costs green mana. This is an interesting brainstorm. Just turn 1, brainstorm. We played a nice draw-go game of Magic. It was a beautiful thing. All right, first let's take a peek at what my opponent's working with. It's very rude. Hedge Maze, Veil of Summer, Orchard, Decay, Dig, and Time Walk. All right, so Wasteland pretty good here. And then when we get a little bit further down the line, we can brainstorm and get rid of some fetches, finding Ancestral. I mean, the opponent still has Orchard Veil, but this puts them off of to walk for a turn. I think buying us a turn with more stuff is good. There's the Hedge Maze. So now they can bin one of the 2 cards that they put back. Orchard. Okay. So they're clear. And now what do we got? A Lotus Petal. I'm going to cast Brainstorm. Okay. I'm going to get rid of Petal and a Fetch. And then we can choose whether or not we want to keep Fetch. But we can Merchant for Ancestral now. We have a Snapcaster along the line here. So my opponent drew a Jet. So that will help them Veil Walk here if they want. They might decay my Sapphire. Ah, Time Walk. So we know their hand is Veil, Dig, and Abrupt Decay. I can Spell Pierce this, get a Veil through, negate the Veil, untap, Merchant Ancestral. Feels like a bad use of my resources. But this Veil is going to tax me no matter what, so... If I were to Spell Pierce this and Force, I would pitch... What would I pitch? Snap? I don't want to pitch Snap. Could I pitch Negation? Can I pitch Force of Will? If I Spell Pierce this, negate the Veil, Merchant Ancestral, and then I have Snap Ancestral, the only way that's bad for me is if my opponent... Let's see. 2 cards will be in the yard. So I guess they'll be able to dig after. Piercing and letting the Veil go feels really bad. I feel like you'd rather just not. I could just... Man, I don't know. I could just pitch the Snapcaster. So I can still have a Force for the dig through time. I feel like this Spell Pierce gets worse the more I wait, though. So it feels like this is the time to do that. I guess the question... I think I'm supposed to force this Veil, yeah. So I think I'm going to pitch my Snapcaster so that I can have Force after Ancestral. Yeah, I think this is fine. I lose out some value here, but I think it's okay. I just am so far ahead with this line, right? And I know my opponent's whole hand. That's a crazy draw. So I guess I just don't cast Ancestral right now. So the only way this goes badly is, I guess it's not even that bad if they rip an Oath right now. That's okay. So what card could they have drawn here that would make me sad? Flusterstorm. Is there any way for me to play around Flusterstorm? Yeah, waiting till their next turn. I can wait here. Can I wait more? It's like kind of bad for like let them keep drawing. I mean, it's definitely better for me if I do it now compared to on my turn. Yeah, if they have Dig with Flusterstorm backup, that's... I guess it's not the end of the world, right? Because I can still force through, so... Or force their Dig. It's definitely better for me to do this on their turn, though. Like, if they drew Veil, I guess, is pretty nuts. Alright, Ancestral resolves. Alright, I feel pretty good now. 2 unknowns and an Abrupt Decay. Abrupt Decay is an interesting card to bring in. DT, which we can't cast. So, am I buying Lurrus here? Or am I holding up for Flusterstorm and Spell Pierce mana? I don't think I'm buying Lurrus here. Doesn't seem very useful. Oh, I guess this just gets Abrupt Decayed, though. Oh, it gets Dismembered. Wouldn't they want to just wait an Abrupt Decay? This is fine, because they have Abrupt Decay, right? So there's no point. So I should buy Lurrus. Okay. I figured it out. Because Lurrus can, if I draw a white source, replay Tamiyo in the same turn. I didn't think they'd have that much removal. Small mistake. So they have Abrupt Decay. I feel like this is a fine time to buy Lurrus. Okay. These are cool games. These are very, very hard games. Lorien. Okay, Lorien is great because Lorien lets me get a white source, play Lurrus, and play Tamiyo. I guess a black source, even better. Man, Lorien's a hell of a magic card, huh? Play Lurrus. Play Tamiyo. The Abrupt Decay Lurrus. That's fine. Stock up. I'm just fine with forcing this. Fail. Covered. Now I think we just win. So if I DT for a breach, no, I have to DT for a load. No, not having like multiple black mana is really annoying. No, I can because I can DT for a Lotus and replay it with Lurrus. No, wait, I don't have... Doesn't help me, does it? Does that help me? DT for Breach. I guess you just Breach Ancestral, right? It's fine. I can just Breach every turn, so... I'm just like thinking I can't win the game here. I can probe. Oh, wait, I can only get black sources, like, kind of tough, though. Start by probing. It's a white source. Because I have merchant for... I mean, I can like do this over a couple turns too. All right, now I guess I'll ancestral myself. Oh, a Tamiyo flipped. I keep forgetting about that, chat. I absolutely keep forgetting about that Magic the Gathering card. Oh yeah, Time Walk. All right. We'll just go to the next one here. My opponent's hand is Abrupt Decay, Show and Tell. Oh, wait, yeah, now I can't. Wait, no, chat, I can't breach kill. No, I forgot. Okay, my bad. Yeah, fair enough. I think it'll be fine, by the way. I think it will be acceptably fine. Oh, I should have used my Tamiyo. I can get Abrupt Decay. Whatever, man. I've lost the plot, chat. I have absolutely lost the plot. Let me get back my Time Walk. Sounds like fun. I'm so stupid, man. I'm doing the dumbest things. I am doing the absolute dumbest things possible at every turn. I am just bad at Magic. What do you want from me? I'm just bad. I'm gonna win. I'm not. The winning is not a concern. I'm not remotely concerned about being able to win the game. Oh, they couldn't decay. Oh, they couldn't decay last turn. He's seen enough. He's seen enough. Get him out of here. Everyone scramble. Get out. What is the 7 TV emote for that? I think I have that one. Disperse. I don't know what was it called. Where all the little things they all go. Yo, GG's. Thanks for playing with me. Oh my god. I made so many scatter. There it is. Quick, everyone scatter. This has been quite an adventure, by the way. I don't know how we're 3-1 playing as badly as we are, but we are. We're 3-1. All right, welcome back to round 5 of this vintage challenge. Unfortunately, another match where we have a hand hider. Unfortunately, opponent is the person who was attacking MTGO mods in their Discord, and also is the person responsible for getting all of our MTGO data taken down. He wrote to Wizards and petitioned them to make sure that the data could not stay up. So, just the kind of person that I can't trust to not look at my hand, unfortunately. The good news is that the YouTube watchers will have access to my hand because I've figured that out and it looks pretty good. But sadly, the viewers in chat are going to be down on the hand. It's really unfortunate that we hit two people who I have to screen to hand hide against, but sometimes that's how it goes. For the most part, the vintage community is pretty good about it. Force, turn 1, Frog, Bowmaster, and Twister. Wow. It's quite the hand. I think we'll be okay. Interesting. Flame Mox Dig Brainstorm. Flame. So if he draws a card, plays a frog. I guess Flame is pretty reasonable. I'll put the hand hider down and if we get probed or something. All right, Meticulous Archive. Another Flame. I guess that's free information. This Wasteland is incredible, obviously. Gonna get most of the cards out of my opponent's hand with this. Got it. All right, try to kill the Sapphire and the Bowmasters. Get Force and Frog. So my opponent is banking on Lotus for Twister. It's a pick 2 draft, Sully. So you take 2 cards, then you get a new pack. Okay. I'm just going to go to my opponent's turn. And make the same play here. They drew Spell Pierce off the top. Wow. That was the one unknown card, was the Spell Pierce. All right. I'll force it. Wasteland. Twister is the unknown. I don't have another blue source, so I think I'm just supposed to play this Lantern. Yeah, they could play like a Vexing Bauble, so I'll play this Jet. I'm at 15 versus 19. I'll just wait. Yeah, no worries, War. It's just unfortunate. So Twister and an unknown, 2 lands, an Orc token versus my hand of 1 card and 4 mana. I do have the mana now to buy and play Lurrus, so this Meticulous Archive is probably getting wastelanded. Playing this Jet, I guess, incentivizes the wasteland here. But that's also okay for us because it's putting them further from their 1 card. Though the 1 card is a toss-up. Like, if we both Twister on blank hands, then not sure how much it matters. I'm not sure who's favored off of that. Probably me because I have more mana. Interesting game, though. That Spell Pierce draw was nuts. Being able to drag out my force. Ah. Drew land, so they're going to just twist. Okay. Both players got a fresh 7. Whole new game. Where will we go from here? They'll know my top card, which is a fetch land. I have a couple options here. Doing this now plays into negation, but I think that's fine. You think we have stock up Tolarian in our deck? Negation, yeah. I'm gonna get rid of the Daze mana and cast Demonic. I don't want to show this one, but don't know how to do that. I guess I can put it down here. This is a hard one. Don't know the answer. Yeah, I'm not actually sure what this one's supposed to be. Should be interesting. I'm not blocking here, so like if they play land and like hold open Bowmaster, I'm never blocking, so I have to attack there. On a fresh grip. Ah, tap land. Interesting. Wastelanding all my lands. Makes sense. Play the fetch that they know about. The list is on Moxfield if you need it. I might have forgotten to put it in the extensions, though. I don't think I did. Actually, in a kind of an annoying spot. Maybe I tutored for the wrong card. Maybe I should just tutor for a wasteland. I have to play faster. I'll buy Lurrus. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't want to just like... Didn't want to just tutor for a wasteland there. I wanted to tutor for like a more powerful spell, but could have just been wrong. I didn't want to like tutor go all in on the tutor either. So, oh, my opponent pondered, shuffled, and missed on a land. Yeah, wasteland would have been pretty good here. Maybe I can Meticulous Archive. Oh, I don't have a Meticulous Archive. What kind of lands do I have, actually? Oh, I have plenty of lands. Oh, I have so many different spells I can play. Let's play a Thunder Trap Trainer. Negation. Pearl. Guess I'll just take a blue card. If you get daze, I think that's fine. If I get forced, it's probably fine as well, maybe. My opponent, unfortunately, twisted and then missed on lands, wastelanded 2 of their own lands away, and then pondered and missed on a land. So they got really unlucky, obviously. Fatal Push into known negation. It's fine, I can just negate it. If they force back, it's fine as well, I think. Losing a Lurrus is not the end of the world here. They know this card. It's a force. All right. Get in there. So now they have 2 fresh cards to have hit a land with. Did they miss again? Or are they just trying to figure out how to play around force? No, they hit. Watery Grave? What does that mean? So if my opponent has a Bowmaster protected here, it's pretty bad to attack with Lurrus. I think we can just get away with attacking with trainers. Here's a Bowmaster. Targeting me. I mean, if he kills a trainer, it's like really bad for him too. No, just doing nothing. See. Mm-hmm. All right, I don't know. I don't really care. Like, I don't care enough to counter it. I haven't drawn any of my swords, huh? It's been kind of weird. I wonder if I was supposed to counter it anyways. Just run into it. I'm not racing. I'm not playing anything. Playing good old-fashioned Magic. All right, I mean, another Bowmaster? I exiled a Bowmaster, didn't I? I did. I sold... Oh, this is a Dig Through Time. I gotta play faster here. I unfortunately lost 5 minutes to playing that cube game, and now we're playing a grindy match. I don't think I played this like super well. Definitely some things I could have done a little bit better with. Negate my Pierce. I mean, they know about this force. Force back. 1 card left. Force back. All right, does your 1 card beat my Lurrus Double Trainer? Yeah, have a good day. Can't be Twister. Twister's gone now. Probe. Two attacks. And I can kick a trainer if they block. Ancestral? Alright. Ancestral, unable to scream my Lurrus. Uh-oh. That is about as good as that sequence could have gone. I drew misstep after. I don't have any lethal attacks here anymore, so I guess I'm gonna lose because I went all in on countering that dig through time. I mean, it was right. Lorian? Time walk. Fetch. Archive? No archive. Buy Lurrus. Oh, yeah. That makes sense. Now they have a Lurrus bobble loop? Damn, bro. Damn, bro. What a terrible outcome for me here. Nathan know what card I draw every turn, and they're drawing 2 cards every turn. And they drew Frog for turn. Oh, no. Oh, no. I think we lost. How did I lose this game? That's crazy, bro. What the... I do have Delve spells in my deck, but by the time we draw them, they're going to have counter magic. Surely I was supposed to go in on that, right? And they didn't have Ancestral before probing. Oh, man. That's so rough. Oh, no. I have to win 2 games now. I think I'm dead. Wow. That's crazy. I think it all goes back to that dig through time. I probably not. I think it all goes back to my demonic tutor. Yeah, I mean, I just like can't counter things if I don't counter it there. Damn, man. I feel so bad though. Like, I'm out of cards, chat. I'm gonna have to draw one of my like my own dig through time here. Should I just shuffle away the random card so they don't know what it is? Probably. Swords. Oh man, all of these cards need to get swords. Which one do I swords? I guess the Lurrus. I mean, the Frog is gonna kill me. They have the 4th Bowmaster? Third Bowmaster. All of these cards are killing me here. I guess I can't draw Treasure Cruise now. They have Counterspell? They have their own mental misstep. No, no. Oh, shit. It's crazy. I mean, I can still win this game if I draw Dig Through Time, chat. They're out of spells here. If I draw Dig Through Time, I can just win this game with Breach Freeze. Why do you want to concede, chat? They have 0 cards in hand. I can win this game with the Breach. Breach is a win, and Dig is probably a win. What? Who's conceding here? They have no cards in hand. I have two cards that immediately win the game. That's a long pause. That's a long pause. That's a good sign. Long pause, chat. Long pause. Come on. That's a good sign. It's not a good sign. All right, time to draw 2 cards. try to draw 1 card into Bowmaster. No, I'm so unlucky. Man, unlucky. All right, I don't know. I thought it was okay. I got 3 Pyroblasts, a 4th Swords to Plowshares, a Dress Down. Those are good cards. Man, I can't believe we lost that game. That's crazy. Oof. I think I just don't want forces. I actually don't even know if I like pierces that much in this matchup. I think I'll keep 2 forces and 2 pierces or something. Wow, that was not great. No. I'm fine. We have plenty of time. I just gotta play fast. It's not a big deal. I just thought we were winning, so I went. Okay. You definitely weren't gonna DT for Saga against 2 active Wastelands, right? I DT'd for Flame. I ended up pitching Flame to Force of Will at the end of the game to counter Dig Through Time. I don't know. Do you think there was a better DT target there? I lost my whole yard to Twister, right? So I didn't have access to Dig, and couldn't go Saga because there were Wastelands. I felt like Flame was the most versatile card, but then I got immediately double Bowmastered again, so it just ended up being a Force pitch. I mean, Wasteland can't be the card, CRK. They Twistered, right? So we don't know that they have no lands in their hand. We DT'd before we saw them do anything with the Twister, right? I believe that's the case. Can't remember exactly. Wasteland can't be the card off of DT there unless I DT later. If they don't play a land then yeah, I can DT for a Wasteland. I agree there for sure. Snapcaster a threat versus the Bowmaster deck? I saw my hand, so I'm just gonna turn the hand hider down for now. This is quite the hand after Ancestral. I have really cool things to do here with snaps and pyros and twist and strip mines and stuff, so it's going to be quite a card advantage in this game, but we do need to translate that into a fairly quick win, so we'll see. If we play game 3, chat, remind me to put my hand back up, though. I guess that was information I should have hid. I guess that was information I should have hid. It's fine. This means they can't release Tutor for something, and then when I go for something on their turn... Oh, that's okay. I am priced into using this Lotus no matter what, though, which is kind of annoying. Ancestral number 2. Wasteland. I have to get some cards out of my hand here. Just upkeep strip mine. Wasteland on my strip mine. Or I just wasteland my volcanic to get me off of red. I guess I should really have, yeah. Am I wastelanding my opponent to get them off of fetch? Yeah, I guess so, in case I draw wasteland of my own. I do have to play this game out pretty quickly. End step cycle land, sure. Don't actually have that covered super well, especially because I can't really do anything. I mean, I guess I do have it covered. Forgot about my newest draw. I don't have Bowmaster covered very well, but should maybe not have Fetch Meticulous Archive because I can get Wastelanded off my Pyroblast, but it's probably fine as well. I thought it wouldn't have mattered, but I'll probably hide my cards again next turn as things go. Like, once they know about, like, all my cards from the probe, then, like, it seems tough to play, but we can hide if you think that it matters. I'm going to cycle this Lantern. If you want to play a Bowmaster here, that's acceptable. All right. What's in your hand? Force, push, Spell Pierce, stock up, Frog. Cool. This game is over. It's just going to take a while. I guess they just have a Watery Grave for extra blue-black sources. That's interesting. I guess Doomsday used to do it, but I have never seen the Frog deck do it here. I am probably playing faster here, which is kind of nice. Stock up Force. So now one of these can get Spell Pierced. It's fine. It's fine. I just, like, don't think I can realistically die from here, so it's fine, I think. Hand's, like, Wait, what was it? Watery Grave plus something? I can't even remember what the other card is. No, it can't be unknown, right? I probed. So I should know what it is. Oh, they just drew. Oh, okay, okay. You're right, you're right, you're right. True, true, true. Making a construct? Did you dig through time? Oh, no, there's Lurrus Lotus. I guess that's pretty good. What is this? Ponder. Decline to use it. Ancestral! Oh my god, how much can I get punished? I did not have to make this Tamiyo play, by the way. I'm just getting run over in the spots where I think I'm like winning the game, man. It's crazy. Every time I'm like, yeah, this game's pretty much over. I just get demolished. That's wild, man. Now this game's actually hard from this spot. That's crazy. All right. Just kidding. It was not hard from this spot. Cool. Well, I think Tamiyo has actually been pretty good today. Tamiyo has not been bad at all today. I just made a misplay. I should not have played her. I had other options. I had like a spell pierce that I didn't use on the fatal push on the snapcaster. I didn't use on the thing. I was like, oh, I don't need to hold spell pierce up because like what spell pierce doing? They have a watery grave and no cards in hand. And then they just they drew what they draw. They drew ancestral. So they went Lurrus Lotus. I mean, spell pierce would not have countered ancestral if they had not gone Lurrus Lotus, right? Oh, I don't think it's solid in Vintage. I think it's like a playable blue card. You don't have 4 Brainstorm, so the card just doesn't flip enough, and it's not that good when it doesn't flip. And you don't really want to play cantrips because cantrips kind of suck, so... So yeah, I don't think Tamiyo's like amazing, but she's a wizard, so... And I think Flame of Anor is amazing. Okay. All right. 7 minutes to 8 minutes to 9 minutes. It's not too bad. I think my hand is not very good, but... Oh, yeah, I could play a Gush if I wasn't playing, like, 5 Wastelands in the worst mana base of all time. Just jam with, like, no regard for safety. I wish I could live like that, man. I wish I could live like that. I've got Pyroblast and I have swords. I have 7 different cards that kill this thing. I currently have some of them in my deck. All right, man. Yeah, I guess so. Bro, what's the point of playing 7 frog removal spells if you just simply never draw any of them? I guess I lose to frog. Oh, that's pretty sad. All right, well, you can see my hand now, chat. I just had clean. If I have any clean frog answer, I just win the game. It's very easy, but I don't have one. Second frog, I assume. Yeah, all right. I mean, I wasn't definitely not holding up Pierce at this turn. I bought Lurrus. I just can't draw like the cards that matter ever. No, it's fine. I just drew lands every turn. And I got I got, what, frogged? Turn 1 frogged? Turn 2 frogged, I guess. Ugh. I don't know. I wasn't like particularly worried with my opening hand. Like I had a Meticulous Archive, I had a Time Walk, and I had multiple counterspell backup, and I just like couldn't do anything. I just did not have the cards. I mean, I have 7 removal spells and forces. Like, I have answers. Like, my deck is completely geared to beat this kind of start. Like, that's the whole point. Yeah. Nothing matters, man. Hey, I drew the swords. Fantastic. I'm so happy. Just a nightmare scenario, basically. Happens. It's magic. Wasn't gonna mulligan my hand. Having a bunch of lands against like the Wasteland Mana Denial deck is quite good. Sad way to go out. I think I played like kind of badly in this set though, and then some wild shit happened. Like losing game 1 was really rough. You got it, homie. Gonna need one of them big old delve spells or breaches or something. Great. That's the reason I boarded all those out. This deck does have a low amount of draw in it, so maybe that's like a design flaw. Though I do have 4 trainers that I haven't seen here either. Trainer could have also found removal spell. Like, I have a lot of ways to find removal spells. I have so many ways to find removal. Like, I don't know. It just... losing to like a turn 2 frog with this deck just doesn't seem like a thing that should happen very much. We are super dead, though. Maybe I could have mulliganed. Yeah, missed up cover. And now this gets forced and I lose. Nothing I can do here. Like, the whole point of, like, building these decks with swords and pyro, like, and playing Lurrus PO is you're so good against Frog, and Frog is, like, their only draw engine. Now, obviously, in these games, my opponents had Ancestral every time they didn't have Frog. So that's not good. But like that's the whole concept of like why is Lurrus PO beat Lurrus Frog? Because it has 7 ways to remove Frog, and so the Frog never gets to hit, you know? I just like drew the wrong cards in the right cards in the wrong order. If I draw swords at the start of this game instead of land, like we just win, right? It's fine. Am I getting dazed? They don't have to fight over this. They have extra frogs, but I guess they have extra forces as well. We actually evened up on clock after burning 5 minutes to cube 2. So we will not be top 8ing today. That's unfortunate. Thought we were making a comeback. Definitely a matchup I'd like to play from this side more, because it seems like a pretty good one. Stern Scolding, huh? Yeah. Treasure Cruise, Ancestral, Twister. Nice. Yeah, I'm good. We can go to the next one. Yeah, I'm not like under any illusion or disillusion that no illusion. I'm not under any illusion that I played that well. I feel like I played not great in the first 2 games, but like the game 3, like I just didn't have a chance to play. And in a matchup and especially in like a scenario that I feel like my deck should normally be able to cover. Okay, here we go. 5th and 6th and final round, I should say. And oh, I forgot to turn off the source filter. It's fine. I'll just have an extra recording. No big deal. Yeah, I mean, maybe that means I should have mulliganed my hand, but my hand was like Mox, Time Walk, Fetch Land. Like, I have a lot of looks, and I'm on the draw. Like, feel like it was a hand that would have been fine. I like this hand. Don't think I need... I guess I don't need this, theoretically, if they are on Raker. Oh, actually, I might accidentally... I shouldn't accidentally have a hand hider up. No, it should be fine. I'm just double recording it, which is not good for my PC and internet connection, or my PC, but it's fine. I don't think we deserve to be in a position to top 8 this tournament, Arkin. I I am not happy with how I played today. So we were pretty lucky to be 3-1 at any point here. All right, so it is Raker. If it's a turn 1 ring, we at least cover it with negation. If it's a turn 1 Flesh Raker, we maybe needed to hold open swords. We'll see how this goes. We have misstep and negation, though, so... Oh, no, we lost super early, so probably not. And a Crawler. So now I have to pick between Crawler and Raker. 16 life. I have a Wasteland, so I could... But, like, they kind of synergize in a little bit of a way here. I think I will take the 1 to get more information. All right, that certainly helps make my decision. So let's just Swords the Scrawling Crawler, Strip Mine the Workshop, and I'm going to take some damage. But I have some coverage here. Never mind. Ancient Tomb. Okay. Taken 2. 13. Don't know. My best draw might be like a Fetch Land. Fetch land into surveil land or something. Dig through time. Yeah, that's not great. I must admit. Land would have let me buy Lurrus at least. You draw Raker? Oh, drew Tezzeret. Alright, well. I'm in trouble. Stuck on... What did I put back? I put back a land. Ooh, my strip mine has not done very much. My strip mine has not done very much. 10 now. No, stop! Game! Game! No, another 3-drop? A 4-drop? A Karn? Alright, I'm at 9, 8, 6. Oh, should I block here so I can cruise? Probably. Drew a land immediately. I guess I'm going to use this so I can draw swords. Brainstorm. Is there any value in brainstorming right now? Lotus, I guess. Sapphire Ancestral. Force. What do I get for waiting? Another card. I should wait. Only brainstorm if I have to force something. Which I shouldn't have to force another card off the top, right? Vexing Bauble. Yeah, I think it's fine. Wish I had my mental misstep back. Brain freeze. Do I want to brainstorm and then trap trainer? Or do I want to trainer and then brainstorm? I see so many more cards if I do it this way. But I can get brick. I can get locked up. Swords? For why do I even play swords in my deck, man? I mean, flame is what we want, but will I live long enough to flame? Like, I want flame, but will I live long enough to flame? My brainstorm hits a swords, probably. Guess I'm gonna take the flame and see how this brainstorm goes. Swords! 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 Oh no. Oh no. Okay. I played a land, right? So I have to live through this turn. Oh, I'm not gonna have enough mana. I'm gonna die. Oh, I should have kept the force. No, I can't keep the force. It's like really hard for me to keep the force, right? Like it's really bad. Yeah, it's like super bad. There's a Vexing Bauble in play. Like I want to have the land and these spells if I get to go to my turn, right? So they can crack Bauble post-combat. And if it's a freaking... Oh, they're just going to crack it now. All right. I mean, if it's a top, I just like die. If it's a land... Oh, I have to make a blocking decision. Oh, wait, they already cracked the Bauble, so I don't need this flame. So... Do I have enough mana? Like, am I going to win? I have a DT. A DT for a breach. They have a... No. Maybe they'll crack it. There's no way I'm getting game 1 Soul Guide Lantern by fucking stupid... Oh, come on, man. At least I made the right block. I can't believe they just drew into main deck Lantern. Okay, well, I still have a flame to kill this Flesh Raker, but they have an active the One Ring. Do I have a better DT target? Oh my lord. Can't believe they didn't crack the lantern. Like, they can hit, like, top still, right? Surely I should just get Breach anyways. Right? And just, like, flame kill the Flesh Raker to live. Is there a better option? What kills me after drawing 3 cards? Just more Flesh Rakers, right? I guess, like, Scrawling Crawler, kind of. Not really. 2 Scrawling Crawlers would kill me. Yeah, but I'm trying to find, like, the highest chance of me winning, and I'm not gonna, like, remove this lantern this turn, so it has to involve me passing. I think I'm just supposed to take this breach, hope that they, like, think I don't have a breach, use their lantern to find more cards. Maybe, like, they've seen Flame of Anor, they've seen Thundertrap Trainer, maybe they don't know. Maybe they don't know. Technically, if I breach and then they don't crack, I can Flame of Anor. It's not very good, but I can. They drew Tez? They drew Key. Well, that's not good. that's not good. I can't believe they drew Lantern. Could I have won that turn if they didn't have Lantern, chat? I had 5 mana. I had DT Brain Freeze. Is that enough to win? I have a DT for Breach, but then I can't breach anything, so I don't think so. I don't think that was enough to win, right? Top. Oh, they had Protection. You're right. They have Protection as well. I would have just gone for it, man. I mean, I could have done like Time Walks and stuff and like got into a better place, right? This seems bad for me. Tezzeret. Untap Ring, I guess. They still have a bajillion mana, so I guess I'm just dead. I mean, they drew like 30 this turn. It's pretty impressive. The One Ring will do that to you. The fact that there was a Soul Guide. I mean, I like the Soul Guide. If you have Tezzerets in your deck, then like gives you just some, like, everyone's playing Dredge, right? You might as well have a Lantern in your deck. I like it. I don't mind. Oh, they're drawing with the Lantern. Hold? There's no way, right? They just have to play a new ring. There's no way Raker loses from here, right? They haven't played a land yet. They have Tolarian Academy waiting in their hand. Another key, man. They've actually drawn 30 cards this turn. Not 30, like 20 something. There's the Tolarian. Okay, we're dead. All right. I mean, just 2 Scrawling Crawlers does it too. That was crazy. I don't know how much we were like getting baited by them maximizing value, but like theoretically, if they didn't have a Tolarian Academy, maybe. All right. Yeah, that game was tough, but the good news is I have Null Rods in my sideboard. I don't think Serenity is very good versus Raker. Swords is, though. Oh, could I have held up Freeze? Oh, shit. No, I trolled, man. No, there's like no way. No way. They had to cast 10 spells. Did they cast 10 spells? Like, we didn't have to DT. We had Freeze. We could have just killed the thing. I think that's like a really bad play. I think DTing makes more sense, right? Not so sure. Not so sure anymore. I don't need an island. And how good's Spell Pierce versus Raker? Probably fine on the play. Then what do I cut? Classic Raker problem. The fuck am I supposed to cut? Oh, I said I was gonna cut Breach combo when I brought in Null Rod. That's what I said I was gonna do. Our mana is like really bad. I'm not sure we're allowed to cut a Lorien. Yeah, they drew like a weird section of cards, right? They drew like a million keys. Like it would have to be them drawing a million keys for it to be correct. Take away one Tamiyo. It would have to be a weird subset of cards, like that exact sequence, for that holding up Brain Freeze to be good. Nice. So we got a nice turn 1 Null Rod. And then we have a turn 3 Saga making constructs. So basically a perfect draw with a Force. And so Force helps cover things like turn 1 Crawler, which are good against this kind of hand. Bet they don't expect that. Boom! Null Rod. Got him. There's a Workshop Crawler. Soul Ring allowed. Saga Gaming. No Leather Land. Man, I love putting a Null Rod in the sideboard of my vintage decks. It is so good. Yeah. Allowed? Allowed? Gain a life every turn now. Oh, I don't think so. I think 4 Saga format was better, Archon. I think it was a much better format. I would do it back in I'd go back in a heartbeat. Is there anything I can needle? I guess I can needle the Inventor's Fair. Doesn't do anything though. Just needle Tezzeret. Cruel Captain. I think the gameplay was just much better. And we don't have to go back over this. We've been over this a million times. Saga 4 X format was better than this, but that's okay. People like different things. I think I want these Spell Pierces out on the draw, right? But what do I bring in? I guess I can bring in what do you think, CRK? Spell Pierce is good on the draw? Probably not, right? Maybe I just bring the combo back in. Even though I have Null Rods, I'll just play both. Just more good cards. Maybe it's fine. Cat. Brain Freeze is a pretty good card against Raker if they don't like have the ring protection. This hand cannot be good enough. Saga Gaming, but Saga Gaming is too slow on the draw. No Null Rod, just a Wasteland, no removal spells, no counter magic. It just can't be good. Yeah. I mean, that seems like a keep. This covers a lot of bases, but doesn't play magic. Ah. Yeah, I think I'd rather... Maybe I have to counter that. I guess I had to counter it. Oh man, if I had countered it, it'd be so good. All right, I guess I'd lose my blue spell. If I kept my Wasteland, this plan would have been a lot better. I think I'm going to lose this game because I chose not to counter the Vexing Bubble. Sorry. My fault. Oh, Scrawly Crawler can draw us out of it. That helps. I'm going to definitely let this thing live. I just wanted to draw me cards. Oh, thank you, Scrawling Crawler. You're a godsend. My life for people playing Scrawling Crawlers versus me, man. It's the best thing on earth. So here's a problem, though. What do we do from here? Because I want to get a land. I guess I can get a land and take 3. Well, I mean, yeah, I don't ever want anything to kill me. That's just playing Magic. They get cards too? Who gives a shit? Why do I care about that? I just had no chance of winning the game, and then my opponent played a Scrawling Crawler, and now I get to have a chance of winning the game. Like, that's the difference. The difference is, like, I was going to lose, and then they played a Scrawling Crawler, and now I have a chance. Like, I might still lose. The Scrawling Crawler might still kill me. These are all things that can happen. Because I have to kill this Flesh Raker. But, like, I have a chance now. Should I just name the One Ring? I think so. No. They have a Flesh Raker in play, chat. I can't. I gotta kill the Flesh Raker. If you don't kill the Flesh Raker, you just die. Going waste there is like throwing the game away. What is this? Is this Stonecoil Serpent that kills me? Oh no. No, I'm gonna die to Stonecoil Serpent instead. No, Null Rod's so bad here. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to just... So I think I need to draw one more card. No, I don't really want to draw one more card. Oh god. I'm gonna have to draw exactly swords, and they're gonna have to have exactly nothing after. Yeah, it's probably not gonna work. Damn. I mean, this game is my fault, unfortunately. I didn't force the Vexing Bobble, and I should have forced the Vexing Bobble. Though, what would I have gotten? I would have gotten... I don't know, it should have been a completely different game. I might not have enough action if I forced the Vexing Bobble, but... I think I need to draw a card. That's a dead card, because I'm going to have 1 life left. Yeah. I don't know. I should just force the Vexing Bobble. I got too greedy. I thought it'd be okay, but it really was never going to be okay from there. Playing really badly today. Just not giving myself the chance to win games. Oh yeah. All right. So that just kills us. Phase it out. Phase it out. Oh man. Yeah, another one? Oh, Mystic Forge. That's a crazy hand, huh? I wasn't getting out of it anyways. Yeah. I don't think this is a winning game if I had forced Vexing Bobble, but it definitely would have given me a better chance. I mulligan in this game? Is that what happened? I just want to see what happened in this game, because I definitely fucked up. All right, yeah, my 7-card hand was do nothing, lose, so I had to mulligan. And then this hand, I chose to bottom one of the wastelands. I just like thought that having a flame in my hand would be better than... Yeah, I was dumb. I don't know why I did this. Just force here. And then I immediately have... I mean, I don't have flame anymore, right? So I can... Immediately, I play my things. I needle the One Ring. And then I wasteland Ancient Tomb. Then the crawler happens. And I can immediately Swords the crawler if I want. Would I immediately Swords the crawler if I want? I don't know. It kind of just depends. Like I kind of like wanted to eventually use a flame, and then instead I just drew a Mox, right? So that was the difference. But I should just force it. Every time I try to do this, and I have like a little bit of a suspect hand, it's like really bad. So I should just force this Vexing Bauble and just deal with it. So I think here I would just buy Lurrus, get Tundra, buy Lurrus, draw the extra card off of Scrawling Crawler. So I wouldn't draw this card. So after this point, like all the cards are different. Because then I wouldn't Swords the Scrawling Crawler. I would Swords the Flesh Raker, and so I have, it's just different cards at that point. But like if I were to draw these cards, like I would still lose, right? Because I still would not have access to play Lurrus because I drew another Wasteland and then it'll rot and I'd still die. But like obviously the cards would be different. But like if I say I were to draw the exact same cards, if I played the other way, it ends up with me having more mana, but I can't do anything with the mana. So it's kind of doesn't matter much. But doesn't mean I shouldn't do it. I think in general, like I have to just force here and pray, and like because like one of my outs here is like Ancestral, right? And I'm losing that out by not forcing. Like yeah, I have less Moxen and 0-drops in my deck than like a PO deck, but kind of not great. It's like really it's a lot about mulliganing here, and then the hand lined up like not great against Vexing Bauble, which is kind of a lot of, not all hands. Like you definitely just get like fetch land swords hands that line up really good here, right? Like if I don't have a force and I have fetch land swords or fetch land, like I think the hand's fine. So yeah. Like I said, I think I played atrociously today. So going 3-3 with a new deck while playing atrociously is not a terrible outing, all things considered. I don't know about this deck idea. It seems like it works. The thing is, like, I absolutely loathe playing these, like, Wasteland Fair decks. I feel like half the time I'm, like, trying to get my stupid deck to actually work correctly. These Delve spells were, like, awful all day long. I guess I have no way to fuel them with Frog, but like Frog also like eats from the graveyard, so it's like, how much different could it really be? I just would rather be doing a more powerful and more proactive thing, And if that means like I lose some games because my, PO is a little bit more all in. Well, the Wasteland wasn't our mana was never a problem. Like we like obviously like the splash DT meant we couldn't like breach as often, but like it's not like we didn't have white mana for sword. Like there was the one time I guess where we, it was a little unfortunate, like we had to get white mana for swords to swords, but like it's not like our mana was bad. Our mana was fine. The problem was like our deck just like doesn't do things powerfully or fast. And so like I just like don't think these frog controlling decks are for me. And that's what this is, really. This is basically Esper Lurrus. Like Esper Lurrus Frog, and instead of playing frogs, you have trainers, and instead of playing Twister, you have Breach Kill, and you have like a little bit more draw spells, a little bit more flexibility, theoretically anyways. But it just, I don't know, it just feels like garbage. And the sideboard mapping was really bad. I needed to like have more cards for mono white. Even though I have 5 removal spells in the main deck, I still wanted more cards for mono white. So yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't think this is a bad concept, and I think it theoretically works still, but it just does not fit my playstyle, and that was pretty evident over the course of the day, where I was just making multiple mistakes. I actually made a lot of mistakes because of Tamiyo, just like unfamiliarity with Tamiyo. Like, there was a lot of brainstorms and ancestrals that I could have min-maxed a little bit better with Tamiyo. So I don't think Tamiyo was bad today, but I definitely don't think she shined. But a lot of the reason she didn't shine was because I was just playing badly. So I think this is still a worthwhile line of thinking if people want to try it. I do think Flame of Anor is worth it. Though Flame of Anor is a little bit annoying to like be linchpinning around when people are playing Bowmaster and you don't have your own Bowmaster to kill their Bowmaster. Like in PO, it's not as bad because you're like, okay, whatever, I just throw it for removal. But when in this deck, like when I'm not drawing like the trainers, I didn't really hit the cards I kind of needed. Serenity is for very specifically for like sphere-based workshops with Golos and Sphere of Resistance and that kind of stuff, which are surging in popularity and win rate in the recent weeks. So yeah, like I said, I apologize again to YouTube if you're still watching this for one, having to hand hider twice in the same stream. Obviously, the YouTube won't have the hand hider on, but I think it's still a worse experience. And then just like playing like shit. I would love to figure out what I need to do, you know, mentally to get back in the groove for what do we have next? We have the showcases next. Let's see. The next big vintage event is there's a super qualifier next Sunday, and then the Sunday after that is the ELD event in paper. No, sorry. Yeah, super qualifier next Sunday. ELD event in paper after that, and then the showcase is the Sunday after that. So we've got a bunch of Sunday streams coming up, which will be good. So we'll have a lot of time to get back into things. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the content. New videos on this YouTube channel every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'll see you then.